Hello students, this video is for Chapter 1 Contemporary India, India Size and Location. In this video we are going to discuss about the size of India, location of India, India and the world, India's neighbors. So these are some of the topics which we are going to discuss in this video. The first topic is India, size and location. As we already know that India is one of the ancient civilization in the world. It has also achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress during the last 5 decades. It has also displayed remarkable progress in the field of agriculture, industry, technology, and overall economic development. So we can say it has contributed significantly to the making of world history. If we talk about the location of India, it is a vast country. It lies in the northern hemisphere between latitudes of 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north and longitude of 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east. Tropic of Cancer divides the India in about 2 equal parts. It crosses the states of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, parts of Odisha, West Bengal, and Tripura. Now, when the Tropic of Cancer divides the India into 2 equal parts, the lower part has tropical kind of climate, whether the upper half part has temperate type of climate. Also, the southernmost point of the Indian Union, which is called Indira Point, got submerged under the seawater in 2004 during the tsunami. Here you can see the map of world in which India is lying in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Cancer is dividing it into 2 equal parts. When we talk about the size of India, it has an area of 3.2 million square kilometer, which is about 2.4% of the total graphical area of the world. It is the 7th largest country of the world. It has a boundary of about 15,200 kilometer and the total coastline including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep is 7,516.6 km. It is bounded by mountains in northwest, north and northeast. Also, when we talk about the population of India, it has the second most populated country. The first most populated country is China. Now till 1900, the population of India was more than 2 billion. But when we look at the year 2000, it became almost tripled, which is 7 billion. Now when we look at the data of 2011, the China was having the population of 1.33 billion and India was having the population of 1.17 billion. At that time, 7 billion people were living on the earth. Now when we go to this graph, it has the 7 largest countries of the world as per the area. Now Russia is the first largest country. It has the area of 17.09 million square kilometer. Second is Canada with 9.98 million square kilometer. Third is USA with 9.83 million square kilometer. Fourth is China with 9.60 square kilometer. Fifth is Brazil, 8.51 million square kilometer. Sixth is Australia with 7.69 million square kilometer. And seventh is India with 3.28 million square kilometer. Now when we are moving from Gujarat, which is the westernmost part of India, to Arunachal Pradesh, which is easternmost part of India, we can see the time lag of 2 hours. So to have a standard time across the country, we follow IST, that is Indian Standard Time Zone. This time zone is taken from 82.5 degree east, which crosses the Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. Now it is selected as the standard meridian of India because it is situated in the center of all longitudes and latitudes in which our country is located. The local times which lie on different meridians are bound to differ. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat. Now, if we talk about Kanyakumari, it is close to the equator, whereas Kashmir is far from the equator. This means that Kanyakumari is at the lesser latitude as compared to Kashmir. Kanyakumari is at 8 degree north latitude. It is just 8 degree from the equator. As we know, equator receives direct sunlight. The duration between day and night would hardly be felt at Kanyakumari because it is near to equator. On the other hand, Kashmir, which lies at 37 degree north latitude, which means that it is 37 degrees away from equator, or it is 37 degree away from the area which receives direct sunlight. So there would be a big difference in duration of day and night in Kashmir. So the area which is near to equator will not have that kind of duration in between day and night, whereas the area far from the equator can have big difference in the duration of day and night. Now find out why 82 degree 30 minutes east has been selected as the standard meridian of India. And why is the difference between the duration of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir? Now we have India and the world. India is in the center of East and West Asia. If we look into the map, we will find that India lies in southward part of the Asian continent. Indian Ocean routes connect it with the countries of Europe in west and countries of East Asia. The coastline of Deccan Peninsula extends along the entire southern part of India, including the states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and it protrudes into the Indian Ocean. Long coastline of India is significant in terms of relationship with the other parts of the world, especially the eastern and southeastern countries of Asia, also western countries in Asia, Africa and Europe. This helps in export and import via ships. Also, India is the only country after which the name of a ocean we have, that is Indian Ocean. So we can see India is having the longest coastline and it helps it in many ways. Here you can see the picture of the route International Highway of Trade and Commerce. You can see the air routes as well as sea routes. Now Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean meets at the point which is Kanyakumari or Cap Comorin. Also we have Lakshadweep Island and Andaman and Nicobar. So Andaman is in the northern part and Nicobar is in the southern part. The capital of Andaman and Nicobar is Port Blair and Lakshadweep is Karavati. They both are union territories. Since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. Here you can see the old sea route which is in red color and route by the Suez Canal. And you can find the difference. India's contact with the world through the land routes are much older than the sea routes. The passes across the mountains in the north provided route to Asian travelers, whereas the sea routes were discovered later. These routes contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. Because of these routes only, the ideas of Upanishads and the Ramayana, the story of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals and the decimal system were able to reach to other parts of the world. The spices, muslin and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. Also, our country got influenced by Greek sculpture and architectural styles of dome and minarets of West Asia. So the routes helped us to connect with the world. Here you can see India. India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. It has 28 states and 8 union territories after the Article 370. India's neighbors. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest. China, Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of two island countries. One is Sri Lanka and other is Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Palk Strait and Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Island. India has had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. Before 1947, there were two types of states in India. One was the provinces and the other was princely states. Now, provinces were ruled directly by British officials who were appointed by the viceroys, whereas the princely states were ruled by local hereditary rulers who acknowledged sovereignty in return for local autonomy. Find out the number of union territories along the western and eastern coasts, area wise which is the smallest and which is the largest state, the state which do not have an international border or lie on the coast. Classify the states into four groups, each having common frontiers with Pakistan, China, Myanmar and Bangladesh. So this is the activity for you. Find out and give the answers. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. And whatever we do with our choice, it is wonderful. It comes into a wonderful manner. So make learning your choice, and it can do something wonderful in your life. Thank you all.